Hey everybody, it's Mike Weller from the Weller Group at Keller Williams Realty. We are here with our weekly Orange County sales report. We've been doing here in 2020. We're looking back at last week, which was September 27th to October 3rd, and we had 805 new sales. Those are pending sales. Those are new contracts, basically. So we had 805 here in Orange County last week. So that extends a 16-week run going back to the week of, it's actually the week of June 14th to June 20th, when we hit 800 for the first time this year, and actually the first time in a few years at least. And we've been over 800 sales every week for the 16-week run, with the exceptions of Labor Day and the week leading into and the week leading out of 4th of July. So those holidays where we lose a business day and people are traveling and doing other things, we dip below 800 those couple of weeks. Other than that, we've had this amazing run here of 800 plus sales every week. We had 805 last week. That was pretty much neck and neck with the previous week where we were at 806. Just to give you some perspective, the same week last year in 2019, we had 564 sales. So we were up about 43% from the same week last year. 2018, we had 513 sales. So we're up 57% from the same week, end of September into the beginning of October. 2 years ago in 2018. So our sales pace is still really brisk, really remarkably high, especially for this time of year. I mean, we're getting into October now. This is typically a very, this is typically like the buyer's market that we would have all year, and definitely not right now in 2020. This is definitely an incredibly strong seller's market. The percentage of sales over $1 million last week was 30%. So we're having strong sales in the higher end price ranges as well. So we had 245 of those 805 sales were $1 million or above. That's 30% of the sales. So it's a very strong portion there. So anyway, so that's what happened last week here as we opened up October 2020. It'll be interesting. Usually a presidential election year, the market really kind of takes a pause to see what happens. We have not seen that yet. But really there hasn't been, I mean, with everything going on in 2020, the election coverage has kind of shared spotlight with other things in the news. Now that we're into October, I think it's going to be a little bit more of the focus. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll check back next week. We'll see what happened this week, and we will continue to do so here, as we get into the fall and through the rest of the year. So anyway, check in with your questions. Check out a couple of my other videos I'm putting out with the election coming up and some of the propositions on the ballot here that are real estate related. I'm putting out some information. So we did our Prop 15 video yesterday. Definitely check that out and reach out to me with any questions on any of the real estate related propositions that are on your ballot. Happy to chat with you about those. So anyway, take care, stay safe. We'll see you next week.